Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the guide on how to earn in Axie Homeland. There are currently 6 ways. 3 of them are in the game, and then 3 of them are outside of the game. And we'll go over the ones that are in the game first. So the first one is through ancient coins. So ancient coins are these things. So you can earn them by doing actions in the game. So for example, I'm gathering some wood and I got 3 ancient coins from that. So each ancient coin is equal to 1,000 of an AXS. So if you have 1,000 ancient coins, that's equal to 1 AXS. All right. So currently I have 4,315 ancient coins, and that is equal to 4.315 AXS. So let's go. And the way you can claim that is by going to the lockbox. So you press H in the screen, and then go to click here, and this is the lockbox, and you can claim as many ancient coins, but the minimum that you can redeem every day is 100. And then after you redeem it, it takes 4 days to claim ancient coins. So just to show you guys, this is going to take like 30 seconds. So I'm redeeming 4,000 ancient coins right now. If I exchange it, it's gonna make me wait for 30 seconds. And then after that 30 seconds is done, it will take 4 days after you claim it to show up in your Axie page. So this is my Axie page. You can go here to claim tokens, and it will show up here, right? So this is how you redeem your AXS from Axie Homeland. All right, so let's go back to the game. 2 more seconds. And now I am pending 4,000. Today is the 16th. After 4 days, that is on the 20th. You can see over here. So after 4 days, I can redeem my 4 AXS. All right, so that is the first way, just playing actions in the game. So gathering wood, producing items, sending your Axies into battle in the adventure station. All of these actions in the game give you ancient coins. Now, depending on your plot type, you are going to get a certain amount. So forests get a maximum of 0.36, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let's open it up. Infographic over here. All right, so depending on your plot type, you are entitled to a certain amount of AXS. Now, there's a recent update for Luna's Landing. Luna's Landing, these are extremely expensive NFTs. They get 52 AXS per day. But realistically, for vast majority of players, you are probably going to get a savanna, a forest, an arctic. All right, so this is where vast majority of the players will get. So if you have an arctic, you can get 396 MAXS. So this is equal to almost 0.4 AXS per day if you have an arctic. If you have a forest, you can get 0.139 AXS. If you have a savanna, you get 0.043 AXS. So this is earnable per day. So this is per day. If you have a mystic plot, you can get 0.878 AXS per day. And if you have a Genesis plot, you can get 17.4 AXS per day. So just from this, obviously the best one is the most realistic one. So Arctics right now, the floor for them is like $2,000 or something. Let's go take a look. As of this video. So savannas are worth the floor price as of this video is 0.136 ETH. That's around $460. The floor price for forest is $700. That's 0.21. The floor for Arctics is 0.6, which is $2,000. And the floor for mystics is 1.75 ETH, which is almost $6,000. That's $5,900. Right, so as you go up, it's more expensive, but again, the earning is also scales up much more, right? So this is per day, and it adds up per plot type. I have 2 forests and an arctic. That means I get 0.674 per day, as shown here in my Homeland stat. So every day I get 0.674 AXS. Yeah, so 0.674. But you see this huge bar of 5 AXS, 5,000. That is our segue into our next session, which is the Moonfalls. So what is Moonfalls? So Moonfalls are a daily raffle. and you can get them from here. So daily raffle. All right. So every day a lucky spin is done, and 96 people win 1 AXS, 1,000 ancient coins or 1 AXS. 50 people win a premium, which is 5 AXS or 5,000 ancient coins. And every day there is one winner of an extra special chest, which is 20 AXS right off the bat. 20 AXS in one go if you're extremely lucky. Right? If you're extremely lucky, you get that much. But the problem is, as you can see down here, there's 9 people that already got a special ticket, and 51 people with a premium ticket, and 141 people with a common ticket. And this is like 2 hours, 3 hours after reset. This is gonna go up much higher. It's very, very difficult to get a Moonfall. But before we get to winning Moonfalls, let's first talk about winning tickets. So if you press number 8 on your keyboard, you get to these Moonfall menu. And in this Moonfall menu, you get 11 or 12 quests or tasks. This is called the Moonfall tasks. And each plot will have 12 of them. All right. So each of these tasks range from easy, which is craft 10 food, super easy. Like you can do that just by going about your day normally. And then there are hard tasks, which require you to go out of your way to do. So produce 100 feather, craft 9 moon sphere, sell 24 gold emerald ring to Alexi. So these are hard tasks, and they're you have to go out of your way. You actually have to intentionally do them to do these tasks. And then we have these rare tasks, which may or may not be out of the way. So Moonfall tasks they range from easy to hard tasks, and each of them give you a chance to get a ticket. So for example, this is an easy task. If I claim it, I may or may not get a ticket. Let's see if we get one. Nope, we didn't get one. So I have 11 more chances on this plot to get tickets. Now you're not guaranteed any tickets. I repeat, you are not guaranteed tickets. So Moonfalls are not guaranteed. They are a nice bonus, but they are not guaranteed. Now, there are some arguments from people that I know that instead of buying one forest plot, which costs 700, you can buy 2 savannas and have 24 chances at tickets. And then you basically double your chances of getting a Moonfall. But again, this is a risky strategy because you're not guaranteed Moonfalls. No one is guaranteed Moonfalls. That I've completed 12 tasks before and didn't get a single ticket. So I don't know if that's still a thing. I've seen that mentioned before, but based on my experience, it's not true. But I'm open to being corrected about this. I'm open to being corrected, right? So I've been playing Homeland since the beta. Since this version of the Moonfalls has been implemented. I haven't won a single extra special. I've won the premium one 5 times, and I've won the regular one 14 times. So I've gotten quite a bit, but the thing is, they're very few and far in between. So I got in a premium. My last one was on the 12th, and then before that was on the 27th of December. So that's like 2 weeks in between, a little more than 2 weeks, or maybe a little under, but it's around that range, right? It's around that range of 2 weeks. And then my common one, the last one I got was from the 7th of January, and before that was the 21st of November. So that's like 2 months in between. So no one is guaranteed Moonfalls. Moonfall tasks are stuff that you should do because you have a chance of getting some extra stuff. But again, this is not guaranteed. The daily emissions or the daily tasks from this is guaranteed, right? This is guaranteed. So like you can see, I get 674 every day. So this is guaranteed. But what is this big number over here, right? This big number is my payout from the Homeland leaderboard, which is the third way of earning in Axie Homeland. Now let's go over the Homeland leaderboard. So the Homeland leaderboard is over here. For the first placer, you get 75 AXS. And then second place gets 60, third gets 52, and so on until the 10th spot. The 10th spot gets 7.5 AXS. And this is a week-long battle between all of the players that play Homeland. every single one. And to join this, you need to press this start counter, and then when you send an axie, depending on the floor that you reach, you get a certain amount of points. Now, those points add up until you get a total, and then your points will be tallied and it's compared to the other players that also play Homeland. So last week, my team performed a little under what I wanted it to, but I still got quite a bit. So I finished top 62 and I finished top 115 on my second plot. I got 3.4 AXS out of it. So that is where this big jump came from. So 3.4 AXS is because of this. Now, this is quite difficult to reach. If you've been playing Axie for a while, you have a chance to get there. But if you're starting new, you don't have high level assets. So the reason I'm in that, I reached top 60 and top 50, top 100, is because I have all of these Axies. I have 2 level 60 Axies. This guy took me 9 months to level up. These two actually. It took me 9 months to get them to level 60. That's why they're really strong, because they're level 60, and they also have all level 2 parts. Now, if you are a new player and you are trying to compete in the Axie Homeland leaderboard, it's going to be quite difficult because this is a leaderboard for players with high level Axies and high level plots, right? Yeah, that's the third one. So those are all the in-game ways to make money in Axie Homeland. Number 1 is through the daily emissions. So, yep. So, like this, I have 2 forests and an Arctic plot, so I get 674 per day. Number 2 is the Moonfalls. So, if you get lucky, if you do the Moonfall tasks, you get tickets, and if you get lucky, your ticket wins, you get a Moonfall like this. So, I got 5,000 AXS. And the third one is through the Homeland leaderboard. And there you go. So Homeland leaderboard is over here. So if you don't reach the top 200, you will only get gold and items. So there you go. So those are the 3 things that you can do in the game to make money. Now there's 3 other ways, but these 3 other ways are outside of the game. Number 1, selling gold for AXS. And this is P2P. So that by nature makes it very risky. P2P is not recommended. I do not recommend doing P2P. I do not recommend selling gold, but that is a way of getting more AXS. Number 2 is Axie Daycare. So Axie Daycare is a service where people send you Axies and then you get them AXP. So I offer this service actually. Axie Daycare is where you get Axies, you get delegated Axies, or Axies are sent to you, and then you get them AXS. So I have a bunch of Axies here under delegation. So if you see this icon over here, yeah, it's an Axie that is delegated. You can also see it here. If you have this, it says that it's delegated. So every day in Axie Homeland, 1 Axie can get up to 10k AXP, and AXP is needed to get levels. Now, those levels are very important if you're playing Axie Homeland or Axie Origins. And if you, the higher the level, the better the Axie, because every 10 levels you can evolve 1 part. Evolved parts means it's much better than Axies that are not evolved, but it's still dependent on the Axie and dependent on the part. It's not always better, but most of the time it is. So these are some Axies that I have on my daycare. So I have this guy, this guy, this guy. And normally, there are 2 ways to go about Axie Daycare. So I charge for the Axie Daycare slots that I have. It's $1 per day. And some people offer it for free because they need Axies on their plot, and they need their Axies for their passive adventure for this thing. Some people don't have enough Axies to send out, so they need to be delegated Axies so that they can send out stuff. Now for me, because I can guarantee 10k per day, so that's why I offer $1. I charge $1 per day per Axie. Now some people do it for free. If you want to get it for free, you need to know someone that plays Axie Homeland, and you can delegate it to them, and then they can level up your Axie for you. I'll have a guide specific to maxing out Axies every day, but that's a separate video, so do watch out for that as well. And That is one way. So every day, max out an Axie, get them 10k XP, and then the owner pays you $1. All right. So it's up to you. How do you want to handle the logistics of that? But for me personally, I charge a certain amount, and then I give them the agreed amount AXP, and then we end the delegation. So that's how I do it, but others can do it their own way. There's no one specific way of doing Axie daycare, but that is how it's done currently. There's no interface for it. It's a contract between two people, right? So it's done that way. So again, to avoid scams, make sure that you get your payment in some form or way. If you want to guarantee it, you can ask for the Axies to be sent to you or to be delegated to you, and then you can ask them to pay upfront. But for me, I only do daycare for people I trust, people that I know won't scam me. So I ask for the payment at the end of the daycare. So
Oh no.
that's only specific to me though. So it depends on how you want to do it. But again, you have to be able to guarantee that you can get them the 10k AXP. So that's the most important thing. The third way, rather, of earning in Axie Homeland, this is outside of the game, again, is memento farming. Now, this is very, very risky. The first one is risky. Selling gold is because it's P2P. The second one is risky because it's a contract between two people, so they may or may not pay you, right? But the third one, Memento Farm, is the most risky because this is a play for the market, and the market is very, very volatile. All right, so what is memento farming? All right, so let's go over to the marketplace first. So memento farming is basically you level up an Axie, get them to a certain level, and then you release it for mementos, and then you sell the mementos here in the marketplace. Now, the reason it's risky is because the prices here are very volatile. For example, reptile mementos, they were selling for 12 cents each. Right now, they're selling for 9 cents each. The reason reptile mementos were selling for that much was because of the Axie Nightmare event, or the Wings of Nightmare event. So the Wings of Nightmare event is this one. Axie mementos were selling for very high because people wanted to get the Nightmare Wings. Now, the Nightmare Wing supply ran out, and now not as many people want to buy reptile mementos. Right, so it's a very volatile market. So to get mementos, first you need to have a certain amount, a certain level for your Axies. So this is a chart for that. So this is the estimated number of materials that you can get from releasing Axies. As you can see, the higher the level, the more mementos, and the higher the breed count, the more mementos as well. So the sweet spot is level 10 or breed count. This is a sweet spot because, as you can see from here, it jumps to almost double, and then from here the increase is very linear. And the same goes for the levels. Like you can be level 20 for breed count. It still jumps quite a bit, but to get to level 10, it's 1.5 days, or 1 day and a few games of Axie Origins or Axie Homeland, and you get to level 10. To get to level 20 it takes 2 weeks. No, it takes 7 days. It takes 7 days. From level 10 to level 20 is 7 days. So just from the time commitment, this is already a huge commitment. So takes 1 day in Homeland and a few games of Origins, and then you can get to level 10. And then if it's for breed count, you can get up to 210. Now, this is not guaranteed. This is an average amount of mementos that you can get. So it takes 1 day and a few AXS to ascend, and then you have to pay for releasing again. So that's another $1, another 50 cents to the cost. Now, you are not guaranteed to get 210 mementos for releasing a 4 breed count level 10 Axie. So it's very risky. I repeat, it's very risky, but it is a way to get there. Right? Okay. So do I recommend it? Definitely not. I do not recommend leveling up Axies to level 10 and then releasing them for mementos because it's a very volatile market. Now, if your risk tolerance or your risk appetite is very high, just know that it's very, very risky, and I do not recommend doing it. but it is a way to make money from Homeland and from the Axie plots. All right, so there you go. Let's recap how many the ways. All right, number one, ancient coins. You get them from based on the plot type. So the better the plot type, the more you can get. Second one is Moonfalls. It is not guaranteed. I do not recommend buying a plot and hoping for Moonfalls, because it is very RNG and you are not guaranteed anything. And the third way is the passive adventure leaderboard, but this is only limited to players that have been playing Axies for a long time, have high level, at least level 40 Axies, ideally reptiles, but that's for a different guide. And then outside of the game, you can get AXS for selling gold. You can also offer a daycare service. And the last one is memento farming. So here you go, ladies and gentlemen, ways to earn in Homeland. These are the 6 ways. If you have any questions, please let me know. Ask in the comments, ask in the comment section, ask in the thread that this is posted in. I will be very happy to answer these questions that you have. If you have any other questions or not related to Homeland, or if you have a question about Axies or Ronin in general, I will welcome those as well. So please do ask away. And this is Gar's Guide with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next guide. Bye for now.